disruption, and also the challenges around the SRC, the composition of the SRC, the review of the SRC constitution, and what the SRC felt, and the student leadership in general felt that the actions of the management and of the University Council were unfair, as it relates to the SRC. So it was a whole range of issues. We first sent a team from the university branch to investigate some of the issues that were raised by the students. And we received an initial report which indicated that there were serious challenges as it relates to the implementation of the infrastructure funds, maintenance of infrastructure at the university, and that students found themselves living in appalling conditions, issues around safety and security, weaknesses around supply chain management, and all of these issues were then later confirmed by the team when they visited again. We then scheduled a meeting with the University Council, which was supposed to, I think, in the earlier late weeks of August, earlier weeks of September, a meeting which couldn't materialize until only in the last Friday, and with the University Council. And in that meeting was, came immediately after I had dispatched a team which was led by one of my advisors, Professor Ahmed Bauer, together with officials from the department. And that team met with the student leadership, it met with the trade unions, it met with the institutional forum, and came out with a report on what their sense was. And we then further met with the University Council and presented also that report to them. The university had a comprehensive response. And from our discussion, the priority, and I think as you know, at that point, we had about 6 or 7 buildings which had already been scorched. Estimates, which we'll confirm when we get the formal report from the university, but estimates between anything of 150 million to 500 million. The university academic program has been disrupted. The university had closed the campus, fearing further damage to the property. And our belief is that criminal elements had taken over a legitimate student protest. And that's what our approach is. We had conversations with the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, the provincial government, including the Premier and the MEC for Safety, and all of those interventions were meant to, salvage whatever that is remaining of the university. And I think that's a discussion we need to have later on. The built-in future costs of education as a result of violence and also as a result of damage to physical property. As it stands now, Chairperson, we have instructed the University One to develop a program to resume academic work. They will give us a report tomorrow. They've asked for an extension to tomorrow. We've also asked them to, in the meantime, develop a program on how they're going to deal with the damage that has happened, issues around safety and security, to also give us a plan on how they will restore student governance, meaning that we need in place measures to reintroduce the SRC. But we've also asked them, because most of the stakeholders that we met on campus indicated that, their disaffection with the Vice Chancellor and the Council's attitude. And so we asked them to also reflect on how they're going to win over the different constituencies on campus, their confidence around the governance. And so we are going to be getting that report Tomorrow they've asked for an extension, and I think we will, announce what further action needs to be taken based on the response. It is clear that there is, serious breakdown of trust between the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, and management on the one hand, and most of the other stakeholders. I think the one issue which I didn't mention was around the contract of the Vice Chancellor, which is still in dispute. So we have received reports. We're processing that report. I think the final report will be from the university tomorrow. What we must emphasize now, Chairperson, is that our priority is the safety of students and the completion of the academic program of the institution. I've been in contact with almost everyone, the union leaders, the SRC, suspended SRC, the various students' organizations, the Vice Chancellor, in order to make sure that all, efforts leads towards that. As it stands now, the situation, as you may have seen, on campus is calm, but we haven't restored, learning and teaching, and that's our main objective. Hopefully, by the beginning of next week, that would have happened. So that's that with Fort Hare. With the University of Free State, we